Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to tell you a story that might change the way you look at talent, success, and effort. Imagine walking into a busy kitchen during dinner rush. Pots are boiling, pans are sizzling, knives are chopping, and the head chef is calmly directing everything. In one corner, there's a young cook with incredible natural talent. He's fast, creative, and everyone praised him when he first arrived. In another corner, there's a quieter cook who seemed average from day one. No one expected much from him. But as the months passed, something surprising happened. The talented cook kept making the same mistakes. He relied on his natural ability and rarely practiced the basics. The average cook, however, repeated simple tasks every day, learned from every error, and slowly built strong habits. By the end of the year, the average cook was running the kitchen while the talented one was still struggling to keep up. This kitchen is a perfect metaphor for life. Many people assume that talent is the main ingredient for success. We admire people who seem naturally gifted and believe they are destined to win. But the truth is more uncomfortable and more empowering at the same time. Talent without discipline is like a sharp knife that is never sharpened again. At first, it cuts smoothly, but over time it becomes dull. Meanwhile, consistent effort is like a simple knife that is sharpened every day. It may not look impressive at first, but it becomes incredibly reliable. Talented people often face a hidden trap. Because things come easily to them in the beginning, they don't develop the habit of struggling. When they finally encounter a real challenge, it feels unfamiliar and frustrating. Instead of seeing difficulty as part of growth, they see it as a threat to their identity. They start avoiding situations where they might fail. In the kitchen, the talented cook avoided complex dishes after a few mistakes. He stuck to what he already knew, protecting his pride instead of expanding his skills. Over time, his comfort zone became a cage. Average people, on the other hand, are used to effort from the start. They expect learning to be messy and slow. Every small improvement feels like a victory. In the kitchen, the average cook burned sauces, overcooked pasta, and misread recipes. But he treated each mistake as feedback, not as a personal failure. He asked questions, took notes, and practiced after hours. His mindset turned ordinary effort into extraordinary progress. Another lesson from the kitchen is the power of systems over bursts of motivation. The talented cook worked in intense bursts. Some days he was brilliant, creating dishes that impressed everyone. Other days he lacked energy and focus. His performance was unpredictable. The average cook built a routine. He arrived early, organized his station, reviewed recipes, and prepared ingredients carefully. His steady system ensured consistent results. Success in any field is less about dramatic moments and more about reliable routines. There's also the issue of feedback. Talented people often receive praise early in life. Teachers, friends, and family tell them how gifted they are. While praise feels good, it can create pressure to always appear perfect. The talented cook in our story feared criticism because it challenged the image he had built. So he avoided feedback. The average cook welcomed correction. He understood that feedback was a tool, not an attack. By listening to experienced chefs and adjusting his techniques, he accelerated his growth. The kitchen teaches us that humility is a powerful advantage. When you accept that you don't know everything, you stay open to learning. The average cook never pretended to be the best. He focused on becoming better than he was yesterday. This simple mindset kept him improving every day. Talented people sometimes believe their ability is fixed. They protect their reputation instead of expanding their capacity. Over time, this protection becomes a barrier to progress. Patience is another ingredient that separates winners from those who fall behind. Cooking is not about rushing, it's about timing. Some dishes need slow heat to develop flavor. Similarly, real success requires time. The average cook respected the process. He understood that mastery is built layer by layer. The talented cook wanted quick recognition. When results didn't match his expectations, he grew impatient and discouraged. His frustration drained his motivation. Consistency compounds like interest in a bank account. Each small action adds up. The average cook cleaned his station meticulously, practiced knife skills daily, and reviewed his mistakes every night. These habits seemed insignificant in isolation, but together they created a strong foundation. After months of repetition, his movements became precise and efficient. He didn't rely on inspiration, he relied on preparation. There's also a psychological element to this lesson. Talented people sometimes tie their self-worth to their performance. If they fail, they feel like they are not good enough. This fear can lead to procrastination and avoidance. The average cook separated his identity from his mistakes. He saw failure as information. This emotional resilience allowed him to experiment, take risks, and learn faster. The kitchen environment highlights the importance of teamwork. No chef succeeds alone. The average cook built strong relationships with his colleagues. He helped others, asked for help when needed, and communicated clearly. The talented cook focused mostly on his individual performance. He underestimated the value of collaboration. Over time, the average cook became a trusted leader because people enjoyed working with him. Another key lesson is adaptability. Kitchens are unpredictable. Orders change, ingredients run out, and unexpected problems appear. The average cook developed flexibility by practicing a wide range of skills. He didn't rely on a single strength. The talented cook specialized early and resisted stepping outside his comfort zone. When conditions changed, he struggled to adjust. Discipline often looks boring compared to talent. Repeating basic techniques every day is not glamorous. But these fundamentals are the backbone of excellence. The average cook respected the basics. He mastered simple tasks before chasing complex ones. This solid foundation allowed him to handle pressure with confidence. The talented cook skipped steps, assuming his natural ability would compensate. Under stress, his weak fundamentals were exposed. The kitchen lesson also reminds us that success is a marathon, not a sprint. Early advantages can fade if they are not supported by sustained effort. The average cook didn't worry about being the best on day one. He focused on long-term growth. Each shift was an opportunity to learn. This perspective kept him motivated even when progress felt slow. There's a deeper message about identity and growth. When you label yourself as talented, you might unconsciously resist challenges that threaten that label. But when you see yourself as a learner, every challenge becomes an invitation to improve. The average cook embraced the identity of a student. He was curious, observant, and persistent. His curiosity fueled continuous development. We can apply this kitchen lesson to any area of life, whether it's school, work, sports, or creative pursuits. The question is not whether you are naturally gifted. The real question is whether you are willing to build habits that support steady improvement. Talent can open doors, but discipline keeps them open. The story also teaches us about focus. In a busy kitchen, distractions can ruin a dish. The average cook trained his attention. He concentrated fully on each task, minimizing errors and maximizing efficiency. The talented cook often relied on improvisation without preparation. While improvisation can be powerful, it works best when supported by strong fundamentals. Resilience is another crucial ingredient. Every chef faces criticism and setbacks. The average cook developed thick skin. He listened, adjusted, and kept moving forward. The talented cook took criticism personally. Each negative comment felt like a blow to his confidence. Over time, this sensitivity limited his willingness to grow. There's beauty in gradual transformation. The average cook didn't become exceptional overnight. His progress was almost invisible day by day. But after a year, the difference was undeniable. This is how real change works. Small, consistent actions accumulate into remarkable results. The kitchen lesson encourages us to redefine what it means to be average. Being average at the beginning is not a limitation, it's a starting point. With the right mindset and habits, average can evolve into excellence. The average cook proved that effort, humility, and persistence can outperform raw talent. If you ever feel discouraged because you don't see yourself as naturally gifted, remember this story. The path to success is not reserved for the talented few. It is available to anyone willing to commit to the process. Show up every day. Practice the basics. Learn from feedback. Build systems that support your goals. Stay patient and curious. In the end, the kitchen didn't reward the cook with the most talent. It rewarded the one who respected the craft enough to work on it daily. Success is less about what you start with and more about what you do consistently. When you combine steady effort with a willingness to learn, you create a powerful formula for growth. So the next time you step into your own version of the kitchen, whatever that may be, remember this lesson. Don't rely solely on talent. Sharpen your skills through repetition. Embrace mistakes as teachers. Build routines that make excellence inevitable. Over time, you'll discover that average beginnings can lead to extraordinary endings. And that is the real secret behind why some people win while others fall behind.